Hello again. My Zoom F4 recorder has finally arrived, so I thought I'd do a quick unboxing here. It's arrived here from B&H, so yeah, one of the popular stores over in New York, and yeah, I found a pretty good deal on it for secondhand, which is basically rated 9 or 9 plus or something, which basically means new condition. So yeah, I'll open it up and you can see what I have got and show you a bit of the unboxing. The invoice. And so this is the F4 itself. Yeah, you can tell it's not even actually sealed, I'd say, because yeah, the seal's broken. But so that's why it's not actually new. But yeah, it basically looks like as new condition. I mean, there's not a single mark on it. It's still got the stickers and stuff on it. So, yep, I got myself a really good deal there. And, so yeah, wow, that's fairly heavy. It's definitely a lot heavier than my Tascam DS680 had before. But, yeah, it's still like very small. In fact, it might even be smaller than my DS680. It feels a little bit wider perhaps. But yeah, it's very nice and compact. Damn, that weight is quite solid. I guess at least it should be fairly indestructible, you'd hope. And so what can I say about it? It's got bigger knobs here than on the F8, which is kind of nice. And it's got full-size XLR outputs, unlike the F8. So that's one of the benefits over the F8. Because, I mean, arguably the F4, being the newer one, even is like a little bit better than the F8 in some ways, if you don't need the 8 XLR inputs. But yeah, so it still has 4 XLR inputs, which is more than enough for many needs. And if you do need a couple more, which on occasion happens, I got, which item is this? This one, which I also picked up secondhand from B&H. So got a bit of a discount there, another bargain. And let's have a look. And yeah, look at that. Basically, it looks new. Money saved. Excellent. So yeah, that will plug down. If we pop off this, it will just plug into here. Remove that cover as well. Plug in here and will provide me with 2 more XLR inputs. They don't have phantom power though, but they do have a preamp here, you know, with the knobs kind of like you see in the H5 and H6 from Zoom. Because this is an accessory that also works. That port is what the H6 has on it from Zoom. And but you don't actually necessarily need this to record 5 and 6. I realised after I bought this, but it doesn't really matter, it's pretty cheap. You can apparently use the camera return here for input 5 and 6. But I imagine sometimes this might be a nice option, so I guess it's still good to have it there. And you can do other accessories here that plugs in. Oh yeah, and the other thing that came along with this is this extra battery pack, because if we unscrew this, that feels quite heavy. See already batteries in it. Well, I don't think the Zoom F8 normally comes with batteries in it. It's got 8 AAA Duracells in it. Oh yeah, look at that weight now without it. Feels a bit, it's still pretty solid, but it doesn't quite have the edge once you're taking that out. Yeah, probably feels similar-ish without batteries is what my DS680 feels with its batteries in it. Anyway, so yeah, one of the examples of it being a second-hand one is it's still got batteries left in it. Oh dear. Yeah, so kind of a handy feature is that you can pretty quickly take these batteries out and then just buy this battery compartment as an extra accessory and then slot them back in. So you can do really quick battery changes, which is good when you're under time pressure in the field, rather than just trying to do each battery by itself, put in and out. Although it does also have other powering options. Here we go, a 4-pin DCI and high-rise connection, which was, I think it might be powerable over USB, not sure. I think so. I need to check that. I know some of the Tascam ones you can do that. Anyway, I'm going to be using that 4-pin high-rise connection to power it, because that's the same as what powers my sound devices 552. And you can probably hear that we live underneath the flight path from Auckland Airport, so fantastic. Hi airplane. You might be able to hear the cicadas going absolutely nuts as well. Yay, New Zealand summers. Sends you insane. I'm trying to record good sound. Never mind. I think that is nearly, oh yeah, when you open this up you can see you've got the 2 SD card slots, which is another cool improvement over my Tascam DR680, which I'm quite keen about, because my plan is I'm just going to leave like one massively big card in here. I think, I'm not sure what's the biggest card size I can handle, 256, maybe 512 gigs or something. And then I'll put that in there and just leave it in there for months and months, just as a backup for whenever, just don't worry about it. Another card is one I'll take in and out and give to people, clients, get them to get the data they want. So that's quite a nice benefit over my DR680, which just has 1 card slot, so you can't have that backup leaving it in there. Oh, and my Mark 1 only has a max card size of 32 gigs, which is heaps and heaps in terms of what you need for audio, but with this I can leave a really big card and just leave it in there as a backup, or almost as a hard drive in it. And oh yeah, of course it's got time code there. Anyway, probably enough rambling on about this. Oh, I'll show you one last other thing that came along with it. The Zoom F4 bag that came with it. So when they initially launched the F8, Zoom made a special bag just for it, called the PCF8. Well, when the F4 launched, they also made a bag just for the F4. And the nice thing about this bag is the bag they brought out for the F8 was huge. I guess because they're thinking they might want to be using 8 receivers with it or something. But yeah, this bag is just, this is the kind of size bag I want to use. It is, small and lightweight, not huge and bulky and getting in the way of stuff and killing your back. So yeah. Seems pretty good. It's got a clear cover here on the top, so if it's raining you can still see what's going on down there, but you can cover it. You can remove it completely if it's beautiful summer weather like this, don't want to get in the way. It's got shoulder strap. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to use my harness instead. Much more prefer harnesses over shoulder straps. And hey look, another plane. Fantastic. And yep. Sweet. Anyway, I think that plane is telling me to wrap this up and get moving. See ya.